What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be trying a non-alcoholic brew from Community Beer Co. in Dallas, Texas. This one is called the Nada Golden. It's part of their Nada non-alcoholic brew series. So they have a few of these, and let's get cracking. All right. So, yeah, this one's a little bit cloudy. It's got a little bit of a head going on, and we see that bubbling away. It's bubbling up from down below. Not a whole lot, but a little bit, and it's got a nice golden color here. That would make sense, being that it's called the Golden. So let's see. I smell some. I'm gonna be honest. It smells fruitier than it looks, and maybe some people would have expected that. Yeah, I feel like I almost smell like apples, but let's have a sip. That's interesting. So, well, I'll start with the. It's got a nice little aftertaste. I like that. A nice little malty aftertaste that you really are not tasting at first at all. Yeah, it kind of changes. I feel like just like I was saying with the smell, like I don't know, I'm tasting like a little apple, like a apple juice thing going on here. I say that in a good way, but it's there's a lot of contrast with the initial taste and the aftertaste, because the aftertaste is pretty malty. Yeah, this is an interesting tasting brew here, and I'm pleasantly surprised by that. Yeah. So it's got, I would say this is probably like a medium kind of texture. Um, Maybe a little medium heavy side. Um, not a whole lot of carbonation going on. Um, it's definitely unique. Very flavorful. Um, yeah, this is a good one. This is nice. This is nice. Let's let's inspect the can here. So this says right here on the front, light, bright, and refreshing. Um, I would have to agree with that. I think maybe it's a little more on the medium than light, but hey, that's just me. um, yeah, the can is pretty cool. I like the golden and the white, and even like the navy letters. Um, yeah, it's definitely. It kind of gives me like a kind of old school look, but I think where it's not really old school is like old school cans might have like, things happening from top to bottom. especially a lot of use with like the gold and the white, and even the navy blue probably. Whereas this one, they're doing the contrast, right down the middle diagonally. Um, so I think that's different. Um, yeah, it's a cool looking can. So, um, when and where would I drink this? Let me take another sip and think about that. This is a good beer for like. I I like this beer for like hanging out at a table with some people or maybe just a person and having a conversation. I don't know if I'm having this one with food, to be honest. And not to say that you couldn't. I think you could have pretty much any beer with a burger, so that would work with a burger, obviously. But yeah, I think I'm more inclined to have this when it's just time to chit chat. So that would be the ideal setting for me. Just hanging out. I feel like it's more of hanging out at a table, maybe in a public place, than it is hanging out like on the couch or outside. Or I think this is like a this is like a pub conversation kind of beer, I would say. Um, so yeah, if you like those kind of beers, um, then I think you would like this. If you like interesting beers that kind of change in flavor, I think you would like this. Um, so yeah, thank you for watching. And if you live in Dallas, go check out Community Beer Co.